this will be another recording of this BBO challenge tournament. I'm not doing too well at the moment. I'm gonna play against Draculea, somebody from Romania. Actually don't know them, but well, I don't know who they are. They're offline, so that's not a good sign. I challenged them a while ago, but well, half an hour ago. No, they accepted half an hour ago. So I'm not quite sure if they played it. Probably not. I'll fix this later. Ah, yeah, I made this a bit wider now. That's the point. Let's see how it works. Something like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. And the mic is on. Okay. So one diamond and I have this hand. It's a 13 count, so I can't overcall one on trump. Maybe 3 clubs now. It's a little bit goofy. The point being that I'm competing over a bid and raise major. It's really the only excuse I can accept for this kind of late auctions, late actions. So the 4 of diamonds, that's definitely a stiff. I take the ace and play on clubs. Actually, it doesn't really matter what I do here. It's imps. I will go down 2-3 tricks, and they would have probably made 2 or 3 hearts. It's all completely random. The main winning case was if they somehow got to 3 and went down, or 4 and went down. Every now and then you find a great fit. That's one winning case as well. And that's not a stiff. So the lead was not a stiff. That means that East has... ah no, East can still have 4, so... I can't count, as usual. Now, I swear off. But that means that there's only one more trump out, and which can be promoted now, that's true, but what do you want me to do? But in fact, I'm making 7 tricks. Down 2. And as I said before, it's not a good score or a bad score. 1 no trump, 2 no trump is minor transfer, okay. I don't know what my partner is up to, but we'll go along with it. And apparently we're just gonna play 3 clubs. There's lots of ways of playing against. Ah wait, I'm sorry. 2 clubs was not both majors. It's just a single suit. In this case, it's obviously spades. He doesn't want to rough in. I can see why. And clubs are 5-0. The whole day I got 5-0 splits. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's somehow a cursed day or whatever. It's just that it's still annoying. I mean, whatever you want to call it, it's still an annoying sequence of events. Let's say spade, doesn't matter. He just randomly roughs in. And East randomly overups again. East didn't need to overup. From there, it's a little weird what they're doing. So I can draw the last trump. No, there's no more last trump. I don't know what I'm doing here. Ah yeah, East was originally 2 shorter than I was, and they disrupted randomly, so that means that they're 1. They were 2 shorter when this happened, and now you can try, yeah, this rough, this finesse. I'm sorry. So down 1. We couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. And that's the diamond, the spade, a heart, and 2 clubs. That's quite decent outcome overall. 1 diamond, 2 diamonds. I'm gonna bid 3 diamonds. It's an overbid to be sure, but yeah. And now am I really supposed to bid 5 diamonds here? Maybe, but with this suit quality, I'm really not comfortable. Despite the vulnerability. That's a 5, which doesn't mean anything. Thanks a lot, partner. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Normal, I mean, human beings would have just played the queen. And now we need 2 spade tricks to beat this. This obviously is not gonna happen. Maybe my partner gets a spade trick if declare miscounts the hand. If they take this finesse, my partner has the queen. Okay, so 5 diamonds was definitely an interesting save, but I just wasn't sure, so my partner should have bid 5 diamonds. Definitely should have bid 5 diamonds. I mean, just such an obvious bet from him, honestly. I mean, your partner bid and rebid diamonds, and then your opponent's got to 4 hearts, so clearly your partner has quite some length. And I mean, honestly, in this case, it's not such a great save. 4, 5, 6. It looks like 800, so maybe we should scratch that, but if it goes for 800, then it's just my fault, so you still have to do it. I'm not saying that my bid was right, or that it, so it's like that it's proof that I'm not resulting. I'm just calling balls and strikes. 2 spades. 3 hearts is just a reasonably strong hand with hearts. I don't know how how am I promising 4? What are you talking about? 3 hearts only showed 4? What? It should probably show 6, if anything. What is this system? What? So basically over 3 hearts, I always have to bid 3 no trump. I guess that's the system. I don't know. Yeah, perfect. I mean, this tournament couldn't have gone any worse as it was, and now we're in a 4-2 fit with a wide open diamond suit. So I guess now I have to just start playing spades. I mean, how do you introduce a 4-card suit on the 3 level? Just riddle me that. I can make the case for it if I have to. So if somebody paid me, if I was like the lobby in charge of lobbying for Gib, I would say, well, you need to find a 4-4 fit somewhere, and this is the first time you can mention hearts, so of course it has to be a 4-card suit. I think that's complete nonsense, but yeah, there it is. That's the case for 3 hearts being a 4-card suit. You can make such a case for diamonds, like if you bid oh my god, they're discarding the king of clubs. They're discarding the king of clubs. They're pulling out the big guns. So if it goes 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, then you need to look for 4 major suit fit. But in this case, we bid a major suit already. And if I bid a 5-card major, then you shouldn't show a 4-card major. Like, we'll figure it out. I mean, you just bid 2 no trumps, and we're gonna figure it out. The point being here, I guess, what they're trying to say is that 2 no trumps should show the stops and whatever. But yeah, we're too high. It's too late for stoppers, so you just have to decide that that you trust my 22 points. And again, if we don't make it, it's my fault. So that's the main point. Now I found a very good club fit here. 2 clubs does show 4, I think. Here, yes. In some systems, opener needs to rebid 2 clubs on a 3-card suit. For example, if you're playing weak no trumps or something. No, I'm not sure, but in some systems 2 clubs is artificial or something. In this case, so my partner is showing clubs, diamonds, and a diamond. At best partial stop in diamonds. Interesting. I'm not convinced about 3 no trump. I don't know, maybe he will raise me to slam. But if he does, maybe it's okay. Let's see. King of diamonds lad. Looks like a decent game, losing a heart and a diamond. All we need to figure out is how many trumps to draw. Well, I'm too stupid to figure these things out, so I'm just gonna... Well, you know what? Probably 1 heart can't hurt. Okay, now I know that I can draw 2 rounds of trump. You can draw all of them. And just for fun, I can play the 2. I think I can even claim here. Slightly unethical thing to do is claim when you're pretty sure that all your entries are enough, but you're not quite sure how. Well, in this case it was pretty obvious, but it's something you can do. Not 1 spade, I'm gonna bid 4 spades. King of clubs. Definitely a thin game, definitely doable. All I need to do is figure out what to do with hearts. King of spades, ace of spades, heart to dummy. Seems to be a bit too simple, but I will do it anyway. Simple is not a bad word in bridge. Queen of clubs appears randomly. It's weird. What is this? Both of these jacks just randomly became high. Now I can just claim because diamond goes on the club and I get up 1 heart. Should be a decent result, this one, but not sure if it's enough. I mean, for this match maybe, but overall for the tournament definitely not. Let's see. It's a 14 count, I'm aware of that. Thanks. This worked once already. It's a very playgroundish way of playing bridge, but sometimes it works. The downside is that I don't have an entry to dummy now. Six tricks. Something tells me that I shouldn't play that spade. It's just a little too committal at the moment, so I'm just gonna play a heart and see how it goes. I have enough spades, so I don't really mind them playing a spade. Maybe I'm wrong, but okay. So +1, in fact. The spade would have also worked in this case because the ace was onside. What is this? One diamond. 3 club shows a mixed raise, so I definitely have enough to just go to game. I mean, it's just insane how they explain this, like 5 diamonds, 17 high card points, exactly. Maybe sometimes when they have this kind of explanations, maybe it's in my favor, because then maybe they really literally expect 17 points. So the 6 forfeit. One of those things that maybe you want to overtake the time with the jack. It doesn't matter, I only need 1 entry, but no, I have 3. No, the 4 and the 3, yeah, so that was, in fact, was the wrong way of doing it, but whatever. No, actually I couldn't have helped it. And given that the King of Hearts was onside, I actually have 11 tricks. Time for me to go upstairs. And this match so far looks okay. Except for that 4 hard bid. And I mean, the thing is that, so I need to bid 3-0 trump over 3 hearts. I get that, but well, where do we actually end up? I don't know. I mean, does it mean that every single time that my partner has a 6 card suit, they have to bid it twice? Seems also a bit iffy. Okay. 4 tricks in the pointed suits. So I need 5 tricks on the rounded ones. At the moment I don't see how I'm doing that, so I will duck this once. And Jack of Diamonds is in West. Okay, that's a start. These switches are always welcome. Even switch again. Very nice. I mean, well. could try this Jack of Clubs thing. Like in a kindergarten, I would try to think about this for once. Let's start from the Jack of Diamonds. And West has the Ace of Hearts and East had the King of Hearts. So they both showed me five points each. I could try to play on spades as well, but that's not actually enough. I don't know. I would just do the kindergarten thing again. He was gonna play West for the queen, forced to choose anyway, so it's not that kindergarten-y. No queens, just 9 tricks, but so far I'm doing quite okay. At least since board 5. So the first 4 boards were minus scores, but after that 5 plus scores. Plus scores, everything, all things being equal, plus scores are better than minus scores in bridge. Of course, on a given board, they're always better. In terms of like mixed strategies or whatever, it's not so clear. I mean, if you're talking about strategies, you don't just want to maximize the plus scores that you're getting. That's what I'm trying to say. In the meantime, we're in 4 hearts, where East opened 2 spades, and I had 5. And my partner rightfully reopened with 3 hearts. The nice thing is that I can get back to my hand with spade ruffs. Maybe I need to catch these 2 guys before it's too late. Declare seems to be 6-3-3-1 in that order, because he had a stiff club. But no, because he only had a stiff heart as well. So 5, what? No, 2 hearts. So maybe 6-4-2-1, yeah, 4 diamonds. Interesting, but actually not that interesting. We don't really care what everybody's shape is. Hmm. 11 tricks. But this is even high, isn't it? No. It's fine, yeah, just don't count the hand. I had 10 tricks, 11 tricks, perfect. So it doesn't actually matter. Wow, well, I don't know. 4 spades, maybe missing a slam, but too tired to give a damn. Let's see. Well, we didn't miss a slam at least. Good news. But we did miss a part score. Yeah, that's great. It's a 9-card fit. So I need to play it this way. Now, heart would really just destroy all my chances. It's not that my chances are very numerous, but this way I can still hope for a squeeze somehow. but yeah, it's not to be. Unless somebody discarded their hard stuff very early. Yeah, and they didn't. So that didn't really work out. Did they have anything to play? Doesn't look like it. 12. Okay, one heart. Two clubs is jewelry. I don't think I'm interested too much. I just don't see how we're making game here, so let's shut it down. Queen of clubs. Definitely not a bad hand, but we have a lot of losers. Well, we're gonna probably take 9 tricks. Oh no, 10. Yeah, the king of clubs is good for a discard. So we actually kind of missed game, but it's still kind of tricky. So I need to do this first. And that means that I'm stuck in my hand, so I will only have 1 entry to dummy. Which is okay, I can still take, if I figure out who has honor doubleton. Ah no, I can't, yeah. I have to just play east for honor doubleton. Which I can do, I mean, it doesn't hurt me. But if I had had another entry somehow, or if they hadn't forced my hand like this, figuratively speaking, then I would have had the option of playing a low diamond from my hand, playing west, so my left-hand opponent for honor doubleton. But this way I had to play it from dummy. And okay, there was king queen offside, so nothing I could have done. 2 hearts plus 1. Maybe there was a way of getting 1 more, but if I didn't bid it, I couldn't be bothered. Let's see. 4 more tricks, and this weekend was a lot of bridge. And the only intelligent thing I can think of playing from dummy is a club, hoping that East hops. East does not hop. So that means that we're in kind of trouble. And the 10. Isn't that a 10? 10 is still out, isn't it? Well, I'm happy. Oh, now it's the 10, yeah. So there are 4-3, the other way around. As this is one of the signature moves that they have, is leading from 3-card suits. I don't know what's up with them. Why do they insist on playing my suits? The answer is they think I have 15. It's a pretty stupid answer, but an answer nonetheless. And then with high level of opposing cooperation, I managed to take 7 tricks. Plus 90. Undeserved, but welcome score. One club. One no trump. Denies 4 spades, so I have to bid 1 no trump. 1 no trump denies 4 spades, so I need to bid 1 spade. Some kind of stop ask, and then yeah, I'm sorry, it's 4 suit forcing, so I can just show my 4 cards support, 3 card support, and that means that my partner is in game, and I hope that he has a better shape than I do, and he does. Yeah, pretty straightforward. try Queen of Hearts. It doesn't quite help me, right? So I was wondering if I can somehow get to dummy twice. I'm just playing match points here. Yeah, it was a weird lead, so I guess East very passive lead. So maybe East has the king of diamonds is what I'm thinking. So I won't go out of my way and try to finesse twice against West. Because it comes at the cost of the spade discard. Wow, okay, so East did not have the king of diamonds. It wasn't a strong inference, it was just what I was thinking of. 13 tricks. But we didn't. What? Did I open one club? I had 16. Okay. Too much bridge for today, so I open a 1-0 trump on every single 14 count, but on the 16 I don't. I somehow counted 13, I think. 1-0 trump. And we're in 3-0 trump, okay. Too much bridge for today and in general, I think. And tomorrow I'm going to the bridge club, so that's nice. And we're in a hopeless 3-0 trump, thanks to my 14 count opening. Okay, we have 5, 6, 7. I don't know. There's a chance that these shift to something else. That chance is gone. But I had to try it somehow because sometimes they switch completely randomly. And it's something that they did not do here. And that's the end of the line. And it's probably the end of the line for me in this tournament as well. Although I still have 2 matches to play. And a few to score. And I know that last week we had the team match. Sorry, yeah, team game in our club, and I thought we would like be last or whatever, and we actually won everything, including in the butler. So I know that I can be a little too self-critical, but in this case I don't think it's the case. My partner underled the king. Very interesting. So Declare has probably 7 hearts and 2 diamonds. And severe entry issues. On the other hand, I will be forced to play a spade for him. 7 hearts and 2 diamonds, and now we're just gonna force him. We're getting super rich. That 4 hard bid made no sense. Maybe it's time that I reconsider my strategy or my policy of just believing robots and their vulnerable game bids. There's some kind of a glitch because it really makes no sense at all raising on a single king and 2 hearts. So I wonder if he played this already. And the answer is no. These are just random bridge hands I played. So yeah. Was a nice end to this match. I think I did pretty well, except for this 4 heart situation, which I still can't believe. I mean, how am I supposed to? I mean, of course I can I can click on it and everything, but still it's just so ugly. Even if somehow my system required me to bid 3 hearts, I would never do it. I would just never do it from north, and then my opponents would call the director saying like, well, he was supposed to bid 3 hearts, and then I would say, yeah, but look at this hand, and then everybody would say, oh yeah, that makes sense, and everybody clapped, and yeah, whatever. It's just nonsense. Like 3 hearts with that hand makes no sense at all. So again, the way it works, if it has 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, actually people have very special agreements there, but with like 3 spades, jump to 3 spades would show spades and diamonds and whatever, or 2 diamonds being multi, it would have all the strong diamond hands. So like actually 3 clubs and 3 diamonds would both show clubs. If you don't have that, then you have an issue after 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, because you, in principle, you want to find your 4-4 major suit fits here as well. But in this case, first of all, you can retreat to spades and play in some kind of a 5-2 or 6-2 fit. And second of all, you can bid a waiting bid like 2-no trump, or in this case, even 3 clubs is a waiting bid, showing a minimum, but probably playing it as a pure minimum is too restrictive for a useful bid. So if you're gonna play it as an artificial waiting bid, you should also have some stronger hands in there. Just pure common sense. But this is the robot system. There's no common sense at all. I know that as well. Thanks for watching. See you around. So I won this one by 13 M's. This is, yeah, spoiler alert, this is my best result in this tournament. 13 M's for me. Relatively high scoring affair, but this was the one where I opened 2 clubs and I forgot to check the description. I opened 2 clubs and my opponent, so Draculea from Romania, opened 2-no trump. I don't like 2-no trump, to be honest. You can make an argument for 1 spade and 3 clubs, so 1 spade, 1-no trump, 3 clubs, but I think just 2 clubs. So when you have spades, a strong hand with spades is pretty easy to bid with 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, and then you bid on. Of course, it's easy to bid if you have a system or you know the system, and in my case I didn't. So this 3 hard bid, I still think it's preposterous to bid 6-5, 4-3 at this level, and I think I explained myself quite well. Or even if you disagree with my opinion, at least you know what it is. I think I was pretty clear on it. This 1-no trump +1, and he went down 3. So actually these part score hands can also be quite expensive. This was 9 M's. I just did this playground stuff of leading the jack of clubs and then deciding that if West didn't cover, then they don't have it. So it's, I don't know who said that, somebody, Bob Hammond or someone. If they don't cover, they don't have it. Definitely something that's worth thinking about. 3-no trump just made. He went down 3. Don't know how that happened. Well, I don't wanna. Yeah, it's the same thing, I guess. But I don't want to dwell too much on my opponent's mistakes or those last boards. Let's look instead at this one where I went down in 4 spades and he made +1. Yeah, this is actually yeah, this was actually bad luck for me. I mean, I know that I'm like then showing like, oh, these are my opponent's mistake and this is bad luck, but yeah, so I opened 4 spades. I think it's kind of reasonable against Gib, and honestly also against humans. It's a bit too strong, but you can definitely see how it would work out. First, yeah, that's the thing. So first seed, I wouldn't do it in real life, but I wouldn't be super angry at somebody who did. And yeah, you can also say like, oh, as long as you have some agreements, but even without agreements, yeah, you're just gonna miss some slams, and that's the way it is. Missing some slams in after a preempt, it's not some crazy freak occurrence. It's just what happens sometimes, and it's just a bad case for your hand. So yeah, I had to figure out spades. So technically I could have made it here if I cross with the ace of hearts and finesse in spades, but that's anti-percentage. There's nothing much going on in this hand that would have alerted me to this. If anything, I would say that West's failure to double, and to some extent East's failure to double, hints at a 2-2 split. So if anything, I think 2-2 is even more likely than in a vacuum. It wasn't to be, and in his case, then he opened 1 spade. Obviously, no problem with that. So I'm not saying it's lucky for him. It's just that in this case, it led to a spade shift. So pretty easy to make after that. I don't know how he made +1, but not so interesting. Yeah, this 4 hearts double -4. Yeah, here he bid 4 spades, which I think is just an inferior bid. It didn't have to go so well for me, obviously, but yeah. So it's also something like if you, let's say, even if you don't agree that this was a inferior bid or whatever, then if you make an inferior bid and it would cost, let's say it's like 6, you either win 5 imps or lose 5 imps, right? And it's kind of, or you win 10 imps or die or whatever, and then you're a 40-60 it's a 60-40 favorite that you lose 10 imps. You can still say that losing 10 imps is a bit too much, because it should only cost you 2 imps, so you should, it's still in a way unlucky, but of course it's still the wrong choice. Anyway, this is more a philosophical or probabilistic question. Yeah, well, it's fine, but yeah, so see you around.